Here's a lightly paraphrased version of your script, preserving the original tone, structure, and flow while adjusting the word order slightly as requested. The Treaty of Versailles, 1919. World War I officially ended with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919. In January 1919, representatives from 32 nations gathered in Paris for a conference to establish peace following the First World War. The discussions were largely led by the Big Three: David Lloyd George, representing Britain; Georges Clemenceau, representing France; and Woodrow Wilson, representing the United States. Germany was excluded from the negotiations. Each of the Big Three had different objectives for Germany and disagreed on the severity of its punishment, which reflected how their respective nations had been affected by the war. They were forced to compromise through negotiation. This was particularly challenging, as Wilson opposed severe penalties for Germany. The United States had joined the conflict later and had not endured as much destruction as Britain or France. Wilson aimed to prevent another global war by establishing the League of Nations, rooted in his 14 points, arguing that Germany should not be destroyed or solely blamed for the outbreak of war. Clemenceau, on the other hand, had the harshest stance. His position shaped by the devastation Germany had caused to French territory and people, and the threat posed by its close proximity. He sought vengeance and wanted Germany punished severely, demanding the return of Alsace-Lorraine to France, an independent Rhineland, no League of Nations. Massive reparations for the destruction and losses suffered, and the dismantling of the German military, so Germany would never again be capable of attacking France. Lloyd George's position was more moderate, reflecting Britain's experience, significant wartime losses, but minimal damage to land. He wanted a penalty strong enough to satisfy those calling for Germany to pay, yet not so severe that it would cripple Germany's ability to trade. He also sought territorial gains for the British Empire and measures to maintain British naval dominance. Once the Treaty of Versailles was finalized, it was presented to Germany without offering any chance for negotiation. German objections were dismissed. On June 28, 1919, delegates assembled in the Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles near Paris, where 2 German representatives were compelled to sign the treaty. Watch Part 2 to discover the specific terms of the Treaty of Versailles and the profound consequences it would have on Germany's future. Check out our other videos to learn more. Grab your copy of Simple History, World War I, now available on Amazon.